Hello, it's me, Queen Sensitivity, and I decided to do a twin flame update reading. This is kind of inspired by Soul Whispers Tarot. I often look forward to her readings that she does kind of in this fashion. Although there are stages when I don't listen to them because I don't connect to the collective she's channeling into. But yeah, I really like a lot of the videos, and I don't know, I felt like it was time for me to do something that was fun and uplifting and kind of casual because everybody's been working so hard. There's been so many things clearing, so many ascension symptoms. I've had fatigue, headaches. There's a cat here. He probably, you can hear him, but he's not gonna get on camera. But anyways, he came in just as I said that. So, yeah, so there's gonna be more than one video because I wanted to do it like an organic, full out reading, but I also wanted like to have more than one group just in case it didn't resonate, because sometimes when I watch other people's like general messages like this, I don't resonate. I'm like, oh man, I wish I had another one. So I'm gonna make another one. And if neither of these readings resonate with you, you can just go down my YouTube channel, or you can check out my playlist, my pick a card playlist, and I have several pick a card options. But this one's gonna be pretty lengthy. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and we're just gonna get started. I got a lot of messages card. I'm using decks that I haven't used in a long time, so this is not one of them. Let's get some messages from this one first. So, what does your twin flame want to say to you? I usually don't do this. I don't do this often. What do they want to say to you? Spread these out. Oh, it's just 3. And I feel so nervous. So I feel like that whoever this is about, let me move the camera. Whoever this is about, your person is very nervous. Like, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing, like questioning everything. Am I breathing the right way? Like, what am I doing? I don't know. They probably like forgot their own name. Like, oh, they're just like, oh my God. They're so flustered. And I just heard something about like an old high school crush. We'll just get all those. So, bottom of the deck is directionally challenged. I heard changed, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, they feel flustered. They don't know what they're doing. Like, they don't know which direction to go in. And I feel like this is because they have contacted you for some people. Or this is the kitty. You can see him. You saw him leaving out. Okay. It's directionally challenged. Like, this person is most likely a male, but they don't have to be. Just switch it up, because I almost said he, and I don't think that's a coincidence. So this person, oh my God, even just saying that, I'm like, oh my God, did I like say something that's like what's it called, politically incorrect? Like, they're like afraid, and I feel like of you, because they see you, you're like so smart and you know stuff, and they're like, oh my God, like the viewer, you, let's just call you Pal 1, I don't know, is like gonna be like, oh my God, you said, like, they're gonna call out all my BS. They're gonna say I said something the wrong way, because you're just so smart to them. And before I started this reading, I knew I wanted to include this book by Sarah J. Maas, or Mass, House of Sky and Breath. It's like they're out of breath. They're like, oh, like flustered. And I feel like this is who they are. Like, they're this champion person that looks like this, like they know what they're doing, but like they don't at the same time. It's both. All right, what do they want to say to you? That's what I said. I don't know. I don't even remember what question I asked. So this is the 2 of Wands, which was in reverse. We're just gonna get them all out. 3 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So this person that you're watching this reading for is most likely an air sign. They don't have to be in like sun, moon, or rising, but there's something very flighty about them right now. Like they're very timid. They want to run. Like the slightest shift in temperature, the slightest breeze is like gonna throw them off. I heard something that's over here. Which one? Is the one on top? Seven of Cups. Yeah, they're like, whoa. I don't know what to do. Which one do I pick? They're trying to come, they're selecting things right now. Like, I don't know if they're like typing a message, like which word should I use, or should I send a text message? Should I send an email? Should I message online? Like, should I wear this? Should I wear green? Should I wear black? Should I see them in person? Should I hint, or should I be direct? Like they're like choosing different perspectives. Both of these are like shining lights. You see like this light is coming down and this one is from here to up. And so it's like they're trying to gain guidance from spirit, from the universe, or maybe even from other people. And like inside of them, it's this lack of confidence is because of this doubt inside of them. I heard that this person has messed up before. They've like said the wrong thing. Like, I feel like they said something like, damn, like, why did I say that? Or like, I said it the wrong way. Like there's something about words, language, speaking, verbal communication that this person in the past, they fucked up. Like they said something that they didn't mean and they said it in the wrong way. And so this time around, when they're coming to you, approaching you, again, for some people they already have, and you probably think that this is super cute. They're like, I want to make sure that I'm like, you know, I feel like I was just talking too loud. And so I dramatically lowered my voice. Like this person is like all over the place. They really need to ground themselves. Like they're in a very ungrounded energy. Yeah, 3 and 7. I don't think, because 7 is to do with, I always think of this number as like God's number of spirit. So ungrounded, like it's not very earthy. And then number 3 is like very feminine, because I associate it with the Empress, who is all about the upper chakras. So they're like really floaty right now. They need to ground, or maybe, you know, they need to be in this space in order to rush forward, because here we have the Knight of Voice. I didn't even finish what I was going to say about that. Maybe I'll get back to it. I don't know. Here we have the Knight of Voices, the Knight of Swords. Like they need this ungroundedness to have the courage to come in and talk to you, because I feel like for a long time they might have been like in hermit mode, or in Knight of Pentacles mode, like very weighed down, very like thinking logically, quote unquote, thinking very practically, and that thinking just kept them stuck. Like being very like, oh, you know, it's not time yet, maybe I should wait, you know, maybe I should wait until I get paid, or wait until I own this house, or wait until I've moved here, or wait until this, and I can't come in yet, you know, pile number 1, they're da-da-da-da-da, like they're doing this, and they're not gonna want me. Like all these very earthly concerns have kept them stuck for a long time. And I almost feel like spirit has gifted them with this kind of flighty emotion, or their higher self, you know, same thing. This very uplifted, off the ground type of state, so that they can have the courage to come forward. I feel like this person will be very clumsy and just kind of all over the place. And I feel like you'll be very happy about that. So this is the one I heard to flip over this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Wants to be exclusive after first date. Jesus Christ. See, this is what I mean. And then you notice like these numbers, they're all together, like 1, 2, 3, 4, but they're out of order. Like they're like scrambled. But this was in reverse. And so it's like 2 of Wands, 2 of Inspiration. This person, this was in reverse. So this is somebody who's sitting there like looking and waiting. And this is somebody in reverse, is somebody who wants to move but isn't really sure how to, what first steps to take. And I feel like something that they want you to know, and I feel like something that they hinted at, or maybe they told you, the kitty just came in again. something that they hinted at or something that they told you maybe. One time he's on the bed looking at the tarot cards. He's like, what are these? I'm gonna be stealth mode. Okay, anyways. They might have hinted to you or told you, but then like changed the subject. There's something about how I feel like they did tell you or at least hint to you that since the first time they saw you or the first date that y'all went on or the first time that y'all spent together, they wanted you to like be theirs. They wanted exclusivity. They wanted you like ring on a Beyonce. Like they wanted you to be theirs for forever, like the first time. And I feel like there's something about like the way that they went about it. Like maybe they said like, maybe they said it as like an afterthought. Yeah, when I saw you, I was like, oh, wow. Like, you know, very like, I'll give you an example because my mind is like, I'm in their energy and it's hard to think. So I'll use Jay-Z since I brought up Beyonce and his album 444. He was like, I said, don't embarrass me instead of be mine. Like, on Beyonce's 21st birthday, she went to a skating rink, Cascade in Atlanta, and Jay-Z was there. And his way of saying that he wanted to be exclusive with her, he said, don't embarrass me out there. Like, it's a very like masculine, toxic masculine way of going about it, instead of just saying, I want you to be mine forever and ever, right? Like, that was their first commitment, and like, he didn't go about it in a very mature way. He went about it in a toxic, masculine kind of way that was afraid of bearing his heart, because since the first time he saw her, I'm sure he was in love with her. Like, he just wanted her forever and ever. And the more he was around her, he was like, oh, I gotta have her. And that made him scared because nobody had ever done that and made him feel like that before. It's like this feeling of like, you own me, like you own my heart. And so I'm gonna make sure I do everything I can to not reveal that to you. But the thing is, and I'm hearing Spirit say this now, like the only person who would be able to make you feel like that is somebody who would never manipulate that. Does that make sense? 12:33 on the clock. The only person, for the people in the back, for the people who, you know, this reading is about, the only person who you would feel like they own your heart, who would be allowed that privilege, would never manipulate you. I didn't say hurt. I didn't say trigger, because they will, but they won't like manipulate you. They won't intentionally be horrible to you. And so it's like already a built-in protection that you have to like work through. So let's weed these quickly, because I don't know, did I say weed? See, I can't even pronounce words right. Watches planet Earth for 5 hours. So this person has been distracting themselves. I feel like just all they can think about is you. All they think about is you. Oh my God, the kitty is watching. He's watching my reading. Oh my God. Okay. All they think about is you. And they will do stuff like watch planet Earth or like go see a movie or go watch people ice skate, like just to be doing something. And they feel very detached, and they feel super conscious of themselves, like hyper aware of themselves, and the fact that they don't mesh with anything that isn't confessing to you. Because I feel like this person has gone a long time avoiding this. And like I said, Spirit has gifted them this kind of flux of lifted energy to be able to get out of that weighted down state. Hopefully I'm not talking too loud. I apologize if I am. This is me. I'm completely embodying this person. They're like, oh, sorry. Yeah, maybe that song Ballad of a Homeschool Girl by Olivia Rodrigo. The next one we have is Can't Drive for Shit. Yeah, this person is very distracted right now by you. Like they're hyper 1444 on the clock. They're hyper aware of you, and like I feel like to a point where it might be dangerous for them to drive because their concentration is off. And I feel like it's going to keep being this way until they actually make the move, until they actually confess and do it already. It's not going to go away. It's going to get more and more intense. Let me have a sip of water. Because I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know what that was. See? Find everything on Craigslist. So this is underneath this Knight of Swords card. So they have tried several times, like I said, to take the easy way out and to distract themselves. Maybe they've like confessed to other people, but not to you, for example. Maybe they've like written emails or messages. I don't know why I'm saying emails, like paragraphs in an email, and like they never sent it. It's in the draft, and they're like, after they wrote it, like, there, Spirit, I did it. Like, you can get off my case now. But they never sent it to you. And so it's like they've tried all these like cheap ways of going about telling the truth. Always tries to convince friends to do drugs with them. So yes, they've like, excuse me. Oh, this is strong. They've been talking. I feel like their friends might be annoyed. Like, oh my God, like, get off me. Like, go talk to Power One already. Go talk to them already. Like, stop confessing to me. Stop telling me. And I just noticed that the charger, I can't even talk. The charger that I'm using to charge my phone right now is from Amazon. Like, it's the extended length charger. Like, it's super long, and it's not for Apple. Like, it's not made by Apple, but it has more length. And so it's like they've delayed this and used like the fake. They might have even tried to like go on dates that were just very unsuccessful. Like, just nothing there. And like I said, like hanging out with friends, and like their friends are like, stop asking me to hang out. I just saw you like yesterday. Like, leave me alone. Like, go talk to them. Okay. Post status has just been one of those days. Yes. I feel like they've been having a lot of one of those days. And I feel like they've been trying to hint to you in a lot of ways. They've been very indirect and very passive. So let's say, for example, they post like this on their story on Instagram or something, and you don't they don't follow you and you don't follow them, and their account is private. So there's no way that you could possibly see this, but like they're like, I did it. See, look, I shared my emotions. Like, all they ever talk about is you to everybody and everything and everywhere except for to you. It's quite annoying. Would be a good street performer. Yeah, this person has been put on an act for a while, and like I said, performing, like trying to distract themselves. And like I said, it's just not working. I've been seeing his number on license plates, 30, 37, 37, 73, but also the number 23. If you want to go on my Instagram and watch, did I release it? Yes. It's the pick a card called What Is Calling You, and they're one of the piles. It's the number 2323 that came up. So go watch that, or go see that on my Instagram. And again, give this video a thumbs up. That would be great. Okay. Yeah, they might have even traveled to like get you off their mind, to a place where they have street performers. Will coach a kid's soccer team and be way too into it. See, yeah, way too into it. Like, I feel like people around them have been noticing, like, dude, and this is gender neutral, dude, like, why are you still here? Like, the movie ended 2 hours ago. Go home. Like, they've been doing these extensions, trying to delay. And it's just, they need to just do it. So let's get some messages. What would they say to you? Or what will they say to you? Rather, let's do that. What will they say to you? Oh, they feel so afraid. High Priestess, they feel like, can this focus? They feel like you can read their mind and you'll see right through them. Because if you look at this skull and the butterfly, like, they feel like you'll call bullshit on them. Like, if they come forward and confess, you'll be like, yeah, right. Like, I don't believe you. And it's because of some sort of inaction or something they said in the past that caused you. They lied. I feel like they lied in the past. Like they said something that wasn't the truth. That's not how they actually felt. And so because of that, they feel like you won't believe them now when they do tell you the truth. Like I feel really self-conscious. I feel like I can like see myself recording this video. So strange. Ooh. Okay. So they said something in the past, like let me say for example, like maybe they said like to you straight to your face, like, you know, I don't really care too much about this connection. Like maybe they literally said something just like that, like I don't really care too much, it's not really a big deal. They were lying their ass off. Like it was a complete lie. And I feel like they have like composed how you see them in your mind as like somebody who isn't trustworthy, just a douchebag who is not to be believed, who's a waste of time, a waste of space, like just a fuck boy, you know. And like I said, this is change it to any gender or, you know, non-binary person, whoever this reading is for, or about rather. And they just feel like you'll see right through them, and they're like terrified of that. Let me get a card. How do they think you see them? How do they think you see them? This one. It fell on the floor. Look, the Knight of Swords again. Yeah, this person needs to take action. And I feel like they don't have a choice. It's wings on both of these knights. They're the same color. So maybe look up white feather, spiritual meaning. Why won't this camera focus? So they think you see them as like, I don't know. So when I first saw this card, I was confused. And like, this is the world. It means you like view them as the world, right? And I feel like this is how you view them. You view them as invaluable, as the world, irreplaceable. But they think with this same card that you view them as just somebody out of millions, out of billions, just another fish in the sea, just another drop in the ocean. Like you could have anybody in the world. I think this is actually an egg. Focus. Yeah, I think it's a dragon inside in there, and there's like a dragon down here. So like I said, for you, they're the world. They're the only one, le monde. But in their eyes, they think you know, you have a lot of options. They think you see them as just like somebody that they another notch in your belt. And that's why they're so afraid of coming and like confessing the truth to you, because, you know what I mean? Like the same thing, you want to take it back to like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like, you know, he's impressive, but Beyonce literally could have any of the guys, like anybody she wanted. And so like Jay-Z had to like up macho himself and pretend like he didn't care until he had to come crawling back being like, oh, like I care so much. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna get off. I feel like somebody might be mad that I keep bringing up Jay-Z. Anyways, so I forgot what I asked again. What did I ask? What else do they want to say to you? Okay, we have the Emperor. So they want to be your Emperor. They really want to be this person. Like they want to make you proud. They want to be the one you depend on. They want to be reliable. They want to be the one you call. They want to be the one that gets shit done. Like when you ask them to do something, they want to be able to do it. When you ask them to, I don't know, buy you a muffin tray, they want to be able to go to the store and be able to buy you a muffin tray. And so this is one of their securities, because this person is financially struggling. And even if they're not financially struggling, maybe this person isn't able to move around. Like maybe they have a child, or like they have a job, they work night shift. I don't know, some sort of restrictions where they weren't able or aren't able to be as flexible as they would like. And that these like are insecurities that they've been harboring. See, like in the background is these dragons. Like you don't care. You don't care, you know, whether or not. It's all about, what does a person intend to do? Are they trying their best? What's the quality of their love? You know what I mean? You don't care about X, Y, and Z, but they do. And those were their own insecurities that they were projecting on this relationship. And I feel like it made them feel like, oh my God, this connection is too much, it's too heavy, it's asking me for too much. And you like, I ain't ask you for a damn thing. But they did, because they see you as such high value. They see you as the world. And so they're like, oh, I need to, like, for this kind of status of a person, I need to be able to provide this and get them a private jet and a buffet, I don't know, at a hotel, a 5-star hotel. And you don't care. Like, you understand, you're very realistic, but they harbor those insecurities and they project them on you. And like, they might have told you stuff like, this connection is just too hard, it's too many expectations on me, you know, I just want to be single right now, I don't really need this kind of commitment, it's too much. And you were probably like, what the hell, like, where the hell you get this from? Because like on this armor, and even here is like these reflections of green, and so that's like the heart chakra. And so like this emperor is in full mastery with their heart. They're not being molded by stuff they harbor in their heart. They're not being controlled by their heart. They're in mastery. They're in union with their heart. Their heart is their superpower. Oh, what else do we have? This reading is like bringing me physical, I don't know, pain? I don't know. 7 of Pentacles. Excuse me. So 7 of Pentacles, I feel like this person felt like they were too much and too little at the same time. Like, I feel like there's something about their family life that they didn't feel. They felt embarrassed and guilty for like it weighing down the connection. I just heard sirens go off outside, but very faint. So they had stuff going on in their family life, like their parents, I don't know, their sister, their brother, their aunt, something like that from their past that they didn't want to involve you in. And I feel like they held a grudge on you about it. It feels so strange. It's like, I'm so upset with you for like not having to deal with the shit I have to deal with. But at the same time, I'm not gonna bother you with it because I don't know. I feel like this person now, 27 on the clock, when they look back, they're like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's completely illogical. So it feels like they were like, you know, what I have going on, I can't give you belly rubs right now. Anyways, they're like, oh, you know, I have all this shit going on with my family. Oh, it's so annoying, but I'm not gonna tell like Power One, I'm not gonna tell you about it because what's their reasoning? What is their reasoning? Because I can't even figure it out. Why didn't they want to share these burdens? Look, that popped right on out. This was in reverse. 8 of Wands, so in reverse. They felt like you were like going fast in your life. You were advancing. You were, I don't know, like you had already dealt with all your traumas, or like you didn't have any problems with your family. Like you were ahead of them somehow with this 8 of Wands in reverse. And so they felt like you would like brag, or like you wouldn't understand. People have been assholes to this person, but we've all had people be assholes to us. But I feel like they put how other people treated them and reacted to their own family drama on you, even though that's not who you are. Like, let's say somebody, like they told them like, oh, you know, I have to stay home and take care of my niece because my sister's, you know, out doing crazy shit, and I can't be a normal, I don't know, 30-year-old because I have to take care of my niece. And other people were like, so like grow some balls, you know what I mean? Like what are you complaining about? Or like something like that. Or like they were like, I don't really care. Like, you know, somebody was just an asshole to this person, and so they felt like you were gonna react like that. So they like prejudged you and like held a grudge against you that was actually from other people. So this person projected a lot of crazy shit on you. I don't want to sound too dramatic, but I feel like this is them talking. Like, they projected stuff on you that was just completely off the wall. It did not, you weren't that kind of person at all. It had no resonance. It didn't connect. But for some reason, like, it's just because, you know, this is twin flames. You triggered them. You triggered all this stuff up and you brought all their fears to the surface, which isn't, that's not okay for them to project it on you. But I'm just saying that this is what happened. And so with this 7 and 8, it's like this sense of like inequality. Like, they felt like they weren't good enough. And so they prejudged you about prejudging them. Okay. And then Knave of Cups. So this is the Page of Cups. So what they want to tell you is that I'm hearing they were a child. Like, my puppy, he just got up and started walking around. Like, dogs are extremely loyal. But it's like I just said, my puppy, I consider him to be young, even though he's not. But it's like, he's like saying like, see, I said he again. So, excuse me, your person is saying like, I didn't know, like, you were the first time that I ever had to grow the fuck up. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel. Like, you were the first time where I had to like actually mature. And I did not know what the hell I was doing because I never experienced somebody or something like this connection. So a lot of people in the world, you can see, I'm sure if you look around, they're very immature. We have a lot of old people who have the maturity level of 10-year-olds, right? It's because, you know, they aren't conscious enough to like learn the lessons. And that's why, I hope I'm wording this correctly, twin flames are so important. It's such a unique, even though, you know, everybody has you know, partner, even if they aren't, you know, stuff. I don't feel like being political. But anyways, twin flames is such a unique, rare, beautiful opportunity to be able to face yourself and to do all of that growth. You know, it's like it's the perfect mirror. It's the perfect opportunity to grow the hell up. And until then, everybody is just like these little Page of Cups, not knowing what the hell they're doing. And so they want to tell you that, like, I didn't know what I was doing. It's the first time. Like, the line in the Jay-Z song, he's like, my first time in the ocean wasn't exactly as you expect. Meanwhile, you going hard jumping off the top deck. It's like, even though Beyonce was younger than him, she was much more mature. So I feel like the divine feminine of this connection is the one watching this video. You're more mature. You matured faster. Like, you picked up your lessons more quickly. And I feel like you were even more conscious of the things that were happening and playing out. Excuse me. In this connection. And they weren't. Jay-Z was like, he was scared of the ocean. Him, Jay-Z, you know, this king from the Marcy Projects, was scared of the ocean. And meanwhile, he watching Beyonce, who's like 10 years younger than him, jumping off the top deck of the boat into the ocean. She's like fearless. And so this is what I feel like, that's what your person is saying. So we'll get a quote from here and then stay till the end because we're going to get some more messages cards. Okay, so leave a comment of, I don't know, anything you want if this is resonating, and just know that I do personal readings. So there's information on that in the description. Jesus, that shook me. I feel like, which one? This one. Hunt blew out a long breath. He couldn't tell Isaiah or Naomi, because if they knew, even if they agreed to keep the shit with the rebels secret and stay out of it, they'd be killed too. As it was, they might be tortured a little, but it become clear they knew nothing, and they might stand a chance. You know, you can talk to me about anything, right? Isaiah asked. Kindness shone in his dark eyes. Even stuff with Celestina? I know it's weird with the rankings between us, but I'm the middleman between the 33rd and her. Whatever you need, I'm here. He never really deserved a friend like Isaiah. It's not weird with the rankings between us, he said. You're the leader of the 33rd. I'm happy to work for you. Isaiah studied him. I'm not the one who wields lightning or the one with a fancy nickname. Hunt waved off the weight of what his friend said. Trust me, I'd rather you be in charge. So the 33rd represents a group of archangels, I believe. If not archangels, angels that like govern the town. So your person, like Isaiah was saying, your person, Hunt in this case, who's on the cover here, boom, your person has the ability to wield lightning. Like, they're so powerful, and yet they see themselves like at a low rank. And I feel like this was the past, and Spirit has been doing so much work with them, their highest self. Their soul has been doing so much work with their tarnished personhood, like all the scars and the trauma from this lifetime, so that they could become more airy and lifted to be able to see and be able to risk standing in their truth. Because I feel like the more they try to stand in their truth as like a man or like a person or a woman, like on the earth in very 3D grounded type of way, the more they saw that like it would just be another reason for them to fail. Like, that's how society is like made. Like, you're never enough. There's always something you could do better. There's always something that you need to fix. You're not enough. Something's wrong with you. You're not good enough as you are. And so they had to become lifted up. Where's the other one? Where you at? Oh, it went away. I don't know where the other knight is. Anyway, so we'll just stick with this one. They had to become lifted up in order to see more. Like, it's like they couldn't stand. You have to fly. That makes sense. Okay. I keep being like called to start the next one, so we're gonna close it out with some messages cards. What does this person really, 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 really want to say to their twin watching? What do they really want to say more than anything? I heard I love you. Okay, anything else? Okay, there you go. My flame is still burning for you. So this is 37 on the clock. Confirmation, like twin flame reading. Yeah, they pray for you. Like, they love you and they want you so much. The odds are in your favor. There's another like a Hunger Games spinoff coming out. You make me crazy. So in case you can tell, I was stuttering and flabbergasted and all over the place this whole reading. I'm keeping my promise. See? That Emperor, they want to, come back and stand up. And I feel like they promised you something in your dreams. Like, if you've been having dreams or visions or just feeling the presence of your twin, like, they've promised you something. Or if you've like done your own reading or gotten a reading and they said that they were coming back and they would show up or something like that, they're like saying, I'm keeping that promise. And you make them crazy. You look so sweet. June might be important, or maybe not, I don't know. I'm feeling better, kiss me while you can. So yeah, this person, I feel like they like left you hanging, like this clothes hanger, and I feel like they feel like it's been pretty much karma, their time without you. They feel like you've left them hanging somehow. If you moved on from them. You are special, and I would be nothing without you. See? Yeah. They feel like now the tables have turned and you've left them, and they made you feel like you weren't special, and now they feel like they're not special enough for you. And this is all in their mind, because I feel like you don't think this at all. You don't think down on them. You don't see them as just another notch in your headboard. I don't know what the quote is. Like, you really love them truly, and I feel like they weren't in a space where they could like comprehend that. Like, their limited mind wouldn't believe, like, they had a closed window, like they couldn't comprehend that. That's the kitty rolling around. Sorry that I disappeared on you. I heard sorry that I disappointed you. Everything is changing. I don't know if you can hear that. He's playing with the box. He's so curious. Everything is changing for me. Just give me time. I heard I'm out of time. This is what I heard. I feel like they don't have any more time. This is something that I heard Ramona Lappin say about like the ops, you know, the negative, the NAA. And she was saying how like all they have is time. Because they're not going to win. Like the evil, you know. Because, you know, it's just us. That's why I put it in quotation. Everything is just one. It's all a part of spirit. But, you know, like the ops, they're never going to win. Like, spirit is always going to, like, love is always going to win. The only thing the opposition has is time. And I feel like they're out of time. From what we were saying earlier. Let's see. Yeah. It's like, the pancakes are made. Like, come eat. It's time to, like, feast now. Oh, I said prayer earlier. I prayed for you to find me. I feel like they've been like feeling so guilty, and you've already forgiven them. Like, they've just been feeling guilty for no reason. Like, this whole time y'all could have just been like la 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 in love, and they've just been like in a cave, like, oh my God, like I should have done this and I should have done that, and I'm such a terrible person. And like, you've already like let it go. Or like, even if you haven't, you wouldn't like be mean to them. Like, you'd hear them out if they genuinely meant it. Like, they've just been torturing themselves for no reason. And I feel like this is why spirit is like, we're not doing that. Yeah. It takes one. I heard it takes one message. I'm hearing this is for them. Like, this is the message for them. Like, it takes one message to change the tide and for everything to just flow again. Like, it takes one arrow to take down the dam. It takes one like crack to break the dam and have the river flow again. 2 more left. I forgot what it was like to feel this way. Yeah. Their feelings for you made them very uncomfortable, and I feel like it brought out a side to them that they didn't see coming. I feel like they thought they were so mature and so like grown up, and they were so so wise and like knew who they were, and like, you know, I don't know. I feel like it just felt like they were like feminist and like these very down to earth people who knew stuff, and they weren't, they like all of their flaws came out with you, and I feel like they feel so bad about it. But like, I don't know. Yeah. They've thought about this for a while. Like, the irony of it. Like, they thought they were so like Jay-Z, like, he thought he was just like the man and like so confident, and you can't even tell a woman that you love, like, that you love her. Like, all you can say is like, don't embarrass me. Like, how mature can you be? You know, if that's the best, like, how manly are you really if that's the best that you can do? Anyways, I would die for you, just name it. So I feel like this is where they're at now. Like, this is where they're at. Like, they're ready, can't speak. They're ready to jump in front of a train. They're ready to catch a grenade, because nothing else that they've done has worked, has abated these feelings. It just won't go away. And so now they're at this point where like, fuck it, I love you. Like the Lana Del Rey song. Yeah, they're ready to like take physical action, even if they look like a fool. And I feel like their soul is like, I heard contract. Their soul isn't giving them a choice. Like a part of the reason why they are even here is to make it to this destination, is to fulfill this destiny with you. It's a spot that's already been pre-selected on their map that they're supposed to do. and they've been hurting themselves 4444 on the clock, 4441, like trying to resist something that it's been predestined. Okay, so please leave a comment and DM me or email me if you would like a personal reading. You can also donate if you feel the need to support. If you really like this reading, I would really appreciate a donation. I love them. And if you can, thank you so much, and just share this video and, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Bye.